Welcome to the Mindset Circle. My name is Jamez, and it's truly a pleasure to have you here. We are continuing on the mindset shift, and today we're going to be talking about mindset and belief systems, how it affects our lives. Let's go. If you check the word mindset, it is a combination of two words, the mind and set. The full word there should be setting, mind setting. Every mind has a setting, the way it has been set to operate. So the mindset that I have is not the mindset that you have. Obviously, the mindset that a rich man has is not the mindset that a poor man has. The mindset of a successful person, a champion, is not the mindset that a failure and a beggar, a defeated person has. It is two different mindsets. So there is a way that a rich man set his mind to be that he attracts wealth. People normally say that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. That is the obvious fact because of their mindset, the way their mind has been conditioned. Mindset. Every human being has a way they think, they have a way they see things, they have a way they interpret everything that happens to them. They have a way they see, and you cannot, operate beyond the level of the way you set your mind. Why do you need to know this? You need to know about mindset because when you become aware that I can position and set my mind in a way that can help me to get more results, in a way that can help me to achieve what I want in life, that is a win game. That there is a way I can position my mind actually in life and I will become successful. There is a way that I will set my mind, I will become rich. And there is another way that I will set my mind, I will become poor. So the rich will always get richer because they continue setting their mind in a way that produces wealth. The poor will keep getting poorer because they set their mind in a way that always producing a poverty outcome, a broke outcome. So that will always be their experiences. Your mindset, which is the way you set your mind, determines the way results will come to you. How did you set your mind? Who set your mind for you? Which environment you grew up in that gave you your mindset, that gave you your belief system, the things you believe. You see, nobody was born poor and nobody was born rich. We learned our poverty, we learned riches. If you see a poor man today, that man was not born poor, that man was born human. But because he grew up around people that were poor and they have poor mindsets, poor beliefs, and poverty programming, that was what they transferred into that man. But if you see somebody that is rich and wealthy at a younger age, that person grew up in an environment that encouraged wealth, encouraged influence, encouraged productivity. And that is why when you grew up, you always reflect what you learned. You always reflect what you grew up with. If you don't grow up in a successful environment, how can you become successful? Your mind has already been set. One of the things that you need to look out for is how to reset your mind. Everybody's mind has been set based on where they grew up in. Now that you realize that you grew up in a wrong environment, you grew up in a place that didn't have what you desire right now, it is time to reset your mind. What you know and what you believe was given to you by somebody. You saw it from your mommy, you saw it from your daddy, you saw it from your brothers, your sisters, your aunties, your uncles, your grandpa, your grandma, your friends around the streets, the people in your neighborhood. Those are the things that you saw from them and learned. You learned poverty. You learned smallness. You learned being a failure. You learned mediocrity. You learned it all. But good news, if you learned poverty and learn mediocrity and learn how to beg and learn how to be, unproductive, you can also unlearn it and relearn excellence, relearn wealth, relearn abundance, even though it feels very hard. Because I promise you, it is very hard and difficult. You can unlearn it and relearn the things that you now see that you want. Based on where you came from, they didn't have the program that will make you successful. You need to now begin to outsource informations and people networks, communications, conversations that will transfer that ideology of abundance, of success, of greatness, of excellence. Another term that I would like us to talk about is information. If you look at the word information, also, information is a combination of two words, in and formation. Whatever that enters into your mind forms your mindset. That is the clear definition of information. That whatever that enters in forms, it takes shape, and that is what you're going to know and act. You always act according to the content of your mind. While you were growing up, you receive a lot of information that may be wrong, may be right, may be limiting, may be the reason why you're in bondage. The next way for you to improve the quality of your life is to adopt new informations. Once it enters inside your mind, it restructures and shapes you into the kind of person that you want to be. Information is very critical in our today world. People joke with what they hear, people joke with what they watch, people joke with what they think about, not knowing that whatever you see, whatever you hear, whatever you think about, it is forming your mindset. Whatever that forms your mindset has formed your life. It is the content of your mind that is what you're going to live by. Just like what we talked about in the first episode. Anything that enters into your mind over time will come out. It is the things that is inside here. That is what we are doing. We cannot do beyond what is in our minds. So it is the content of our mind that we are expressing. The reason why I know all the things I know today is because of the things that I've allowed to be in my mind. If I don't allow some certain things to be in my mind, I can never express it. I can never speak it out. I can never manifest what is not in my mind. Joking with necessary information that will shape your life, successful information. It is you joking with your life. It is time to take information seriously that you cannot listen to everything. And there are some things that you need to listen to. You cannot listen to poverty conversations. You cannot listen to mediocrity conversations. You must listen to excellent stuffs. Things that challenge your mind, things that make you grow, things that expand your capacity, things that give you exposure beyond your level. These are the things that you need to go for. If you're a person that it is very difficult for you to read a book, it is very difficult for you to listen to meaningful conversations. Maybe you love to watch comedies, you love watching pranks. What if your life becomes a joke? What if your life becomes a prank? We want our life to be impactful. We want our life to be amazing. When people look at our lives, they will want to be like us because we have modeled excellence and the best kind of things in life. So, the information that you consume on a daily basis on social media or with your friends, the kind of conversation you have with your friends, you sit down and laugh at people, joke around, those things are forming a mindset in you that can never produce anything meaningful. So it is time for you to start listening to wealthy people talk. It's time for you to start listening to successful people talk. It's time for you to start listening to deeper conversations, not just anyhow and any careless conversations in the media space. Every content is not for you. Every information out there is not for you. Any information that will make you to be afraid, make you to be uncertain, make you to not know your left from your right, make you to be confused, make you to be depressed and frustrated, those information are not for you. You are supposed to go for only informations that will teach you how to become successful, how to become rich, influential, wealthy, with a lot of affluence. Those are the information that is for you. Information that will help you to be God fearing, that help you to be moral excellence. Those are the information that is for you, unless if you don't want to live the best kind of life. So, information is the formation of the things that you have allowed to enter into your mind. Everything that enters into your mind has a resultant effect. Everything you consume, it has an effect. For example, what we eat, there are some things that you're going to eat that will make you to be visiting the restroom every moment. But there are some other things that you eat to help you to, boost your energy. That is how your mind is. Be careful of the information you receive. This is how mindsets are formed. You cannot do beyond your mindset. There is a way people's mind are set. You need to set your mind only to be successful, not on failure. If you set your mind in small things, your life is going to produce small things. That is mindset for you. What you pay attention to. If you only pay attention to small things, you will be small. If you only pay attention to big things, congratulations to you. You're going to, have a wonderful life. Do you understand what I'm talking about? What are you paying attention on? Are you paying attention on success, wealth, riches, influence, being the best, excellence in life? Or are you paying attention to little things, fighting with your neighbor, quarreling here and there, being jealous, being envious? Are you paying attention on gossips, on laughing at people, making joke on people, criticizing everybody that is successful? Is that what you're focusing on with your whole life? Is that your mindset? Come on, I challenge you to do better today and start focusing and setting your mind on only important and useful information, not just on trends. Focus your mind like the top 1%. Can you imagine that somebody like Elon Musk is focusing on jokes online, focusing on gossips, focusing on unnecessary information? No. Can you imagine somebody like Jeff Bezos focusing on useless content? No. Somebody like Mark Zuckerberg focusing on little things, lottery, and betting. Do you think that is what they are focusing on? They are focusing on productive activities. They are focusing on wealth creation, bringing the next invention, bringing the next level of their product to the society. This is what you're supposed to focus on. Focus on your gift, your abilities, your skills, what you know, your craft. Focus on this and take it to the highest level for God's sake. You need to set your mind on a particular course. Don't allow things to distract you. Focus your mind on the best version of you. When you do this, your mind is going to bring the best version of you. I hope you enjoyed this content today about mindset and information. If you enjoyed this content, make sure you subscribe to this channel and share our content with your friends and your family. See you later.